In this video, we will be covering the layout blocks we have in Greenshift. In Greenshift, the most important layout blocks are the container wrapper block, this is grid of containers, flexbox, row, and section block. The most important layout block you will be using is the row block. The row block allows you to create a one column or multiple column layout. For this example, let's pick a 2-column layout. You have the options to pick some predefined settings for the column layout. As you can see, when selecting a column layout, it will change in the editor as well. You're also able to change the border spacing between the columns, small, normal, medium, large, or giant. If you want a different kind of layout, you're also able to use the visual builder. This allows you to create a layout of your picking. You can also unlink them to change them individually. Also note the quick options you have available for the row. The alignment, you can pick different kind of widths depending on your theme. You can change the amount of columns, add some styling that you have already made before, add some spacing, change the typography and background settings, change the alignment of the content and the vertical alignment as well. For row, you also have the option to enable Smart Scroll on mobile phone. This allows you to create different kinds of breakpoints or use it as a carousel. Next up is the section layout block. Remove the row block and add the section block. As you can see, adding the section block looks quite similar to the row block. The default settings are quite different though. It already has a full width set. You can change the columns as well, styling, spacing, typography and background settings, and the alignment as well. Our recommendation is to use the row or the section to center your content instead of using the container/wrapper block. Next up, let's cover the container/wrapper element. Remove this one. By the way, did you know you can change your content by just typing? When you click the block, you can click paragraph icon or the icon of the block. You can select how it will be wrapped or transformed. In this case, we want to cover the container/wrapper. So let's wrap this paragraph in a container/wrapper block. And there we go. In the container/wrapper block, you can change the flex settings. You can enable it by pressing the icon and by selecting one of the flexbox options. Then you are able to change the alignment, for example, to center, and also center it vertically. When you have multiple elements on the page, for instance, a few images, you're able to change the position. You're also able to drag it and put it in the place you would like. There is also an option in the side panel to change the position as well by enabling enable custom child order and changing the position of the child to have. You can pick the order dependent on the device as well. So for instance, if you would like to change the order on tablet, you can drag the child, and as you can see, here's the Greenshift logo first. And when we change to the desktop, wpsol.com logo is first. Another amazing feature we offer is the Smart Scroll option, where you enable it. Subsection, you're able to create a carousel. You can set other options like enable drag by mouse, add carousel buttons. Lastly, we will be covering the CSS grid containers. Remove container/wrapper and add the CSS grid containers. Grid of containers makes it very flexible to create different kinds of design. As you can see, the CSS grid of containers looks a little bit similar to the row layout block. You start off with selecting the amount of containers you would like to have. For example, a 2-column layout as well. On the right hand side, you will see different options available. For example, the resizer, which is similar to the visual builder of the row block. You're also able to create different kind of grids. This is very helpful when you want overlapping content. For instance, you would like a bigger image and a smaller text block, like so. This makes it easy to create a very uniquely looking website. CSS grid can be very useful for equal height blocks for complex grid structure, just like I showed earlier. This was some basics about the layout blocks we offer. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe to get more tutorials about Greenshift blocks.